I'd fight him right here, right now.
Bro, they got doxxed, dude. Team-up episodes are one of the many highlights of the Power Rangers franchise, and when Disney took over, they did not disappoint. Mostly.
Just because we're not Rangers anymore doesn't mean we can't fight.
Okay, you guys chill.
In this compilation, we're running through every team-up episode we've previously covered on this channel from the Disney era of Power Rangers.
Let's be careful, but let's get it done.
Let's get to it.
Power Rangers forever!
Tell them back in tomorrow.
Sure.
I know y'all heard that. Y'all are like 2 feet away. You wouldn't walk that fast.
Does that guy at the bar look familiar to you?
Not really. Why?
I'm sure I've seen him before.
You don't leave bro alone while you trying to flirt with old dude. What is this?
Well, go ask.
I'm not just gonna go up to some guy I don't know.
Kira, that's how you meet people.
The Nationals are this week at Reefside MX Park. Bring some friends. I'll get you passes.
You asking me out?
No, it's nothing like that.
See, I wish Power Rangers could explore this a little bit more because literally nothing happens in this scene. All that happens is that Kira now knows who Blake is. Like, there's no... They keep trying to allude to Trent possibly being upset that she's flirting with him, but then Blake, like, admits that he's not really into her, and then he's, like, looking down. Like, what is going on here? They keep trying, and then nothing happens, man.
You all need to consider your commitment to ninja training. That's dismissed.
The Ninja Storm Rangers are training new students when they come across a note supposedly from Sensei telling them to come meet in a discreet location. Heading there, they come across Sensei, who ends up being Lothor in disguise, giving them fake morphers that alter their mental state. Meanwhile, Tommy and Haley come across strange readings, hinting towards something strange going on. Bro, Ninja Storm was so bold. Like, having them wearing their morphers just out in public, yet still trying to hide their identity, and, like, nobody asked. I'm sure somebody asked in Ninja Storm, I don't remember, but, like, it's so, like, also, this morpher on Blake is gone in the next scene, so I don't know what happened here. Cam is clued into the strange happenings and heads to the Ninja Academy to figure things out. Lothor appears to be bottling up everyone in the Ninja Academy.
Ninja Storm! Ranger Force!
Tommy and Haley pick up readings for the Wind Rangers being active, stating that Cam told them that the Ranger program was apparently discontinued after Lothor was destroyed, which, okay, but clearly Reefside and the Ninja School are in, like, the same state, because it shows it on this reading, so, like, are they just doing nothing while Mesogog exists? Or maybe they're letting the Dino Rangers handle it. But then again, the Dino Rangers don't even know anything about Ninja Storm, so, like, despite them all being the same age range, how do they not... Man, okay, it's a crossover. I know. I'm looking too far into this, but I think about these things because it's like, you guys are existing at the same time. How do you not know who? Like, you not know what's going on in the world?
Evil Power Rangers? How's that even possible?
It's always like, Kira, shut your mouth. Like, wait a minute. What do you mean? Trent is right there and said nothing. How is nobody looking at Trent and being like, oh, oh yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Since when do they have bad Power Rangers?
An evil White Ranger? No. Of course it's been known to happen.
Evil Power Rangers? How's that even possible?
What? Good, bad, what's the difference? It's all about power.
Rangers. No. Connor, Kira, and Ethan then proceed to the most brutal beatdown of this series since White Thunder. Like, good lord. Oh, is he alright? Bro, you just know they was getting rocked when they go back to the command center and take the helmets off, and they're still, like, taking a breather while in the suits. They're like, oh, man, I can't believe we gotta go back out there too. Like, that happened in White Thunder. Like, you know they was in some deep water. Like, they're like, oh my god. Mesogog sends Elsa down to Lothor's secret cave to get him on their side. On the flip side, Cam brings Hunter and Blake to the Abyss to reclaim their Ranger powers. Lothor visits Mesogog. Look, there's a lot of back and forth. Like, a lot of back and forth. This crossover is very well written for the most part. it's just, I mean, it's just fun, really. It's just that they're going back and forth to a lot of different places over and over again. Plus, Lothor and Mesogog's banter is one of the best aspects of this two-parter.
I suppose you're wondering why I've called you here.
Does it have 12 legs and come in assorted colors?
Ethan, what kind of program even is that?
I'd fight him right here, right now.
Bro, they got doxed, dude. See, at the time, I only knew the Dino Rangers and not Ninja Storm, so when I saw this growing up, I was genuinely scared for them. But they held their own the best they could. Like, this was such a good faith fight. Koichi Sakamoto normally pairs the Ranger colors together, but with Ninja Storm's blue being female and Dino Thunder's blue being male, I guess they just wanted the girls paired together. And it works just as well.
This is boring.
Shall we? Oh yeah! No, wait!
Cam and the rest appear to trick the Wind Rangers into thinking they're helping them, giving them new power discs for their morphers, reprogrammed to release the hold from Lothor.
Lothor. He's back. Yeah, we know. Sensei told us.
That wasn't Sensei.
Exposition dump, exposition dump, exposition dump. Really sick transport to the Dino Command Center. Like, look at this shot. This is my favorite shot of this crossover. Like, this shot goes so hard.
Can't think of you guys. Whatever, dude. No, I'm just playing, man. You guys fight like rock stars.
This camaraderie, they're just here and they're like friends now and they're like complimenting each other on their fights. It's so cool. Right before the fight actually happens, too. This is the moment that Disney really got to show off.
Dino Thunder! Power up! Blade Ranger! Dino Power! Ranger Storm! Ranger Form! Thunder Storm! Ranger Form! Samurai Storm! Ranger Form! Tyranno! Tricera!
Terra!
Brachio! Drago! Dino Thunder! Power! Air!
Water!
Power! Bird! Crimson Thunder!
Navy Thunder!
Samurai Power! Ranger Storm!
The camera work, the sheer amount of Rangers present for Disney's first crossover, the theatrics make this one of the best in the entire franchise. Koichi Sakamoto paired Tommy with Hunter and Blake like he's leading the students.
I'll take it from here!
We got your back.
Brachio Staff! Energy Orb!
Kira and Tori because, I mean, duh. And then of course the two Red Rangers got to shine together.
Over there!
See, right here, this was the moment that really made me realize how amazing the Ninja Storm theme really is.
Super Samurai Mode! Super Dino Mode!
Trent and Cam morphing into their power-ups and kickstarting the Ninja Storm theme in the process is so stimulating for some reason. Now, my only real gripe with this fight is that both Ethan and Justin are barely even in this fight at all. Ethan uses the hovercraft cycle and I kid you not shoots one blast and then it just cuts to the Red Rangers. You only really see Dustin in the very beginning of the fight, like the first maybe 30 seconds he shoots on his bike. You don't see him off his bike. They don't pair him and Dustin together, and it's a little annoying because, again, they're the only ones that literally do almost nothing. The girls, whose names I don't remember, Cam's cousins, I guess, steal the bottle from Lothor and free the captured ninjas.
Didn't think we really went bad. We were just pretending.
Again?
Yeah, well, we're slow learners.
Lothor and Mesogog scrap in Mesogog's lair, and it's amazing and also a little unsettling because we've never seen Mesogog like this up to this point. It's like when there'd be a fight at school and you felt like you needed to leave the room yourself.
Very collectible.
Thunderstorm is just such a classic. There's like a lot going on. You get to see them like actually interacting with each other and being friends after it all. For Disney's first crossover, they did so good. So good. And this is one of the things where I feel like this is probably part of the reason why Disney stopped giving them so much money in the show's lifetime. This crossover does exactly what Super Sentai would do. You know, they film everything themselves. There is not an ounce of Super Sentai footage used in these crossovers, maybe for a couple seconds for a monster, maybe, but like everything was filmed specifically in New Zealand for Power Rangers, entirely new. So they used a lot of money, I'm assuming, to do this, and it really paid off. I think I love Thunderstorm a lot, and it's one that forever is just like, again, it's a classic. It's a classic.
I'm all about getting back to normal. Yeah, but not until we get down and dirty.
Yeah!
Grum is gone, and so is his ship.
He's retreated. We won!
You know, in 2005, we were really blessed with 2 team-ups with the same teams in 1 year, and only one was cooked all the way through. History, the first team-up episode of S.p.d. with Dino Thunder, and it's alright, I guess. Broodwing shows this scientist guy that he got the Dino Gems from a distant planet, and wait, am I missing something? Didn't the Dino Gems get put up in a museum or something? Are these different? Like, they're the same colors, like, linked with the same dinosaurs and powers, like, anyway. Connor, Kira, and Ethan are at their 1-year high school reunion for Reefside High, which is already its own thing. Do high schools really have 1-year reunions? What a waste of time.
Connor McKnight, my ex-partner in crime fighting.
I didn't think I'd see you at the reunion.
You fought the world together for a year and nearly died probably a bunch of times and didn't think you'd see him at a high school reunion? What a...
McDonald's.
They immediately get transported to where Broodwing is in 2025, notice the Dino Gems behind them, snatch them, and head out of there. Look, this all happens in the first minute, by the way.
What's new in the S.p.d. zoo, Commander?
I hope that was improvised, because that's one of the funniest things Jack has ever said.
I'm detecting an alternate Ranger energy downtown.
Then it's gotta be the A Squad.
They made it back.
Yes!
S.p.d. starts picking up readings from the morphing grid, showing that Rangers have appeared downtown alongside Crybots. They initially believe it's the A Squad, but quickly find out it's an entirely different team from the past. How do they have their Dino Gem powers if they said in the finale of Dino Thunder that they feel they're back to normal and that the gem energy was fried?
Power's gone.
It took everything the Gems had to destroy Mesogog.
So these are just...
Ancient artifacts that will look great in a museum.
Maybe they are different or re-energized. I had to go to the Ranger Wiki just to figure out what was even going on because the show doesn't explain any of it and not even Ranger Wiki understands what's happening. I love the utter confusion between Dino Thunder and S.p.d, both believing that they're the only Power Rangers that exist. It makes so much sense and the sass is amazing.
Wait a minute, you can't be the Power Rangers.
Why not?
Why not? It's
Hey, guys. It's okay.
This episode is a lot of just standing around, but I do enjoy Dino Thunder trying to figure all this stuff out. Like, it's fun.
Just because we're not Rangers anymore doesn't mean we can't fight.
Okay, you guys chill.
This episode is also just a lot of S.p.d. fighting and Dino Thunder watching them fight because they're not allowed to. S.p.d. doesn't think they can handle it, which, I mean, I guess is understandable. It's just not all that interesting. Connor, Kira, and Ethan decide they want to charge out there and help, Cat using their Dino Gems to pull their morphers out of the archive to be usable again.
Power Rangers! You guys ready? Ready! Dino Thunder! S.p.d. Emergency!
This fight is both amazing and also just sort of okay at the same time. Koichi Sakamoto works his magic as always, even having the 2 Red Rangers running alongside the S.p.d. truck that I don't remember the name of. But this fight also just suffers a bit from the team imbalance. S.p.d. has 6 Rangers fighting, and with Dino Thunder it's only 3. Tommy and Trent aren't part of this crossover for some reason, I don't know. Connor teams up with Jack and Kruger, Kira with the 2 girls, and Ethan with Bridge and Sky. The thing is though, all Kira and the girls do is shoot their blasters from far away, and Ethan does like one move while Sky and Bridge fight without him for the majority of the battle, which is like, dude. The Dino Rangers use Super Dino mode for the entirety, but I don't really feel it's used to its full potential, just purely for aesthetic. But you'd better believe S.p.d. showed off SWAT mode though, and it looks as amazing as ever.
Connor, Jack, Kira, Z, Ethan, Sky, Sid, Bridge, and Sam. That was great teamwork. Yeah!
Honestly, to me the best thing about this crossover is the ending. S.p.d. relays how important it is for Dino Thunder to return to their time to keep time flowing normally, as they each do so much for others in the future. It even becomes canon that Ethan's technology prowess improves to the point that some of his works influence the machinery and code at S.p.d.
Your memory of us will be erased, but we won't forget you. Thank you.
This crossover feels very rushed to a certain extent. I mean, as mentioned earlier, it is admittedly a lot of just standing around and talking, and it overall just feels sort of empty. Like it wasn't seasoned properly. A lot of things just go unexplained, and I don't entirely understand why certain things happened. Wormhole.
Why not? It's
Grum is gone, and so is his ship.
He's retreated.
We won! Yeah!
It's so funny to me that both crossovers start off with someone saying something and getting hype and it turning out not to be true at all 2 seconds later. So apparently this episode was a DVD exclusive feature. I grew up with this s.p.d. DVD, which had the episode on it, so I just never knew that at all. And honestly, with how this episode turned out, this should have been the actual crossover counted in the episode numbers, with History being a DVD exclusive instead.
Celebration time, you said it yourself, Grum, is gone!
Yes, he's...
Instead of them coming to the future, s.p.d. goes to 2004 as Grum plans to take over Earth in the past where s.p.d. doesn't exist yet, which would be smart if not for the fact that he didn't go back far enough. No matter what year he went back to, there's always going to be a team of Power Rangers there to stop him. Ninja Storm, Wild Force, Time Force, and the fact that s.p.d. caught him before he even made it to 2004 means that no matter how far he went back, s.p.d. would be following him regardless. Oops. Grum recruits Zeltrax to help with his takeover, and s.p.d. tells the Dino Rangers what's going on.
Connor, Kira, Ethan, nice to see you guys again. You must be Trent. Who?
They then get a call to the city and basically go, hey, you guys stay here, we gotta do some Sentai footage real quick to pad things out. And the Dino Rangers are like, but this is our fight now too. And then they do the Sentai footage anyway. Fight, fight, fight. Tommy shows up, but it's Trent's actor voicing some of his lines while the rest are pulled directly from Dino Thunder because they couldn't get Jason David Frank back again.
I read all about you. Time to go to work. Oh, yeah. Time to go to work.
SP, emergency.
Patrol Delta. Yeah.
Dino Thunder, power up. Dino power.
This fight is phenomenal. We now have the full Dino Thunder team alongside all of s.p.d. and the teamwork is crazy. The usual color matchups you'd expect, the mentors going co-op to take out Zeltrax, and in general we get to see so much more of the teams fighting with each other and each pulling their own weight.
Not bad. Thanks. Check this out. Ha! That did it.
At one point, both teams are backed into a circle, and we get one of the most iconic scenes in the franchise.
No one gets inside our circle. No one gets inside. No one gets inside.
No one gets inside.
No one gets inside. No one gets inside.
No one gets inside.
No one gets
No one
inside.
gets inside.
No one gets inside.
No one gets inside.
No one gets inside.
You got it, Commander. Attack!
It's so symbolic of Power Rangers as a whole and still gives me chills. Like, this is what it's all about. We see the battleizers pulled out and end with the team cannons annihilating the rest of the enemies.
Power Rangers! Defenders of Earth!
At the end of the day, everyone has their memories wiped, and including s.p.d. this time. They didn't do that before. I don't, man, what?
Your memory of us will be erased, but we won't forget you.
Say cheese. Say cheese.
This one to me just feels so superior to History. Like, the full team is here, mostly showing off the new choreography between the two, fun character interactions. It just feels like more was baked into Wormhole compared to the previous crossover. And it's so strange to me that there even were two entirely separate crossover events between the exact same teams in the same year. Wormhole even having s.p.d. acknowledge that they fought together before. Nevertheless, I kind of want to hear what you guys think in the comments. Was there one that you preferred over the other, and what were your thoughts on both? s.p.d. was special in so many ways, and one of the most notable being the gems that they gave us. See what I did there? That's a Dino Thunder joke, dude.
Once a ranger, always a ranger.
I think it's crazy that the first person to say this was Spencer, and that was one episode before this two-parter. Afterwards, it just became a mantra. Once a ranger was something I've never fully experienced until now. Before, it was mainly through clips on YouTube as a kid, and man, oh man, oh man.
You said you could find one of the jewels of the Corona Aurora. This is just a priceless ruby.
3 cosplayers loudly arguing in front of a museum. The way these episodes delve into Power Rangers history so deeply and introduce new characters through it is admirable. Miratrix and Camdor get transported a stupid-looking laptop.
I don't need any help.
Laptop computer?
Yes.
That takes them to a meeting with Florius, Moltor, and someone named Thrax, who turns out to be the son of Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa. What?
After all these years, I'm free.
He was sealed away by the Sentinel Knight and is now after the Sword of Excelsior, the only weapon that can fully wipe out the Sentinel Knight for good. Thrax wants to take the Rangers out, thinking that assembling the villains together, they can make it work.
I can barely remember what life was like before Operation Overdrive.
I can. Boring.
She said before Overdrive, Mac, not during it. Have you seen the show? Nothing happens. Look, let me take this quick detour real quick. Look, I know, but look, listen, you know nothing of importance is happening in this show when they meet Thor, the literal god of thunder. And in the last time on Power Rangers recap, it's only things from the last minute of the episode. I felt so cheated, dude. So I just needed to mention that. Rose, this is your fault, literally. Thrax organizes a battle with the Overdrive Rangers and absolutely demolishes them, but it's nothing on what they did to Mac. You see all the stuff they did to Mac? What happened to him? Okay, like 90% of that stuff wasn't from this episode. I just thought it was hilarious. They tore him up, dude. All of the Rangers' morphers are destroyed in the process. Sentinel Knight saves them in the nick of time, but with the morphers out of commission, the jewels are left unprotected. I love seeing Rangers fighting without being able to morph. That's the thing that Power Rangers does from time to time that I appreciate a lot. Like, them knowing there's a strong chance that they won't win, too. Like, at least not easily. Like, I just love that. It's so nice. Like, you're gonna fight even if you don't have power. Right when they think it's finished, we get the surprise of a lifetime.
Hold on, guys! We need
Mystic Force Green, s.p.d. Red, Dino Thunder Yellow, Ninja Storm Blue, and Mighty Morphin Black show up out of nowhere with their theme songs blaring. Except for Mighty Morphin, because I don't know, there must have been some legal issues Disney hadn't worked out yet regarding Go-Go Power Rangers or something, which is insane, dude. Saban was like, look, you can have literally everything, but you're not getting that main theme song. I need that money, dude. Go to hell.
It's great to be back.
Seeing the original actors was such a delight, and they all look so good. Now, when I say original actors, I of course mean in continuity. It would have been amazing to see Jack back as s.p.d. Red, but canonically Sky was Red at the end of the series, and then Bridge was next in line. So, I mean, the writing is a lot of fun as expected. Callbacks, Bridge going into his normal rambly spiel, explaining things, Kira trying not to laugh because she knows how he is, even though she technically shouldn't because she's fought with him multiple times and had her memory fully wiped each time. Like, what the hell is he laughing at?
Don't even say it.
Now, what's crazy is they're meant to replace the Overdrive Rangers as a whole, something that you can imagine wasn't taken lightly. It happens pretty quick, but given the circumstances and how this world works, it makes sense that they need a quick fix to something this serious. A world without currently existing Power Rangers where monsters are scouring the planet for things that they have in their possession is terrifying.
Anyway, those Zords are unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't wait to get in the cockpit of that gyro driver.
As awkward as it is, it's interesting seeing Overdrive trying to figure things out while the insanely well put together fan service plays out. They're always so close and tight together, so them being set aside means they'll really have to be even closer. I don't blame anyone here. Overdrive clearly feels that they're not needed anymore, and they're not even being given anything to do. Them being out of the picture is indefinite. They just go back to their normal lives, and it really does hit you how hard it's hitting them. Now, I also don't blame Dr. Hartford. He doesn't even know what to do with fixing the morphers. He's so unsure on how long to keep them waiting. He just knows the world needs to stay protected and the jewels out of evil hands. So it's bleak on both ends. With the Morphin Grid's connection to Overdrive being severed, Adam takes the Legend Rangers to Angel Grove to find Alpha in a comically designed storage crate. Can I talk about the music here? Just really tiny, like, minuscule nitpicks, right? During the fight, each Ranger's theme song is playing, which is cool to an extent, but they're not cut well, like, at all. Like, they just play, and then when the next Ranger comes in, the music stops, and then the next song starts. Like, they're not cut to end smoothly. Also, it's only the theme songs. Like, anytime the Rangers are fighting, their respective theme song plays as if the show is trying to remind us what show they're from. Dino Thunder and Ninja Storm didn't really have their own OSTs in a unique sense. They basically had the exact same score outside of their own respective theme songs and maybe one or two other songs in between. s.p.d. had some good fight music they could have used, and I'm sure Mystic Force as well, but they just opted for only the theme songs. They played quite a bit throughout this two-parter. Adam's theme is sick, though. After learning what Thrax wants, Mac meets with Rose to find the whereabouts of Excelsior. This is when she tells the rest of the team. The goddess that holds the blade comes to life, entrusting the sword to them. Excelsior is returned to Sentinel Knight, bringing him back to a physical state.
I've never actually been inside the grid before, but I'll try my best.
Adam and Dr. Hartford are able to bring Alpha back online, and he infiltrates the Morphin Grid himself to work his magic. It's at this point that the villains come together with an army, and every Ranger posts up in one of the greatest sequences of all time.
It's Morphin time!
Ninja Storm, Ranger Force, Dino Thunder, power up!
S.p.d, emergency! Magical source! Mystic force! All right!
I can't tell you just how insane this fight is, especially with this two-parter being entirely original footage filmed for Power Rangers only. Koichi Sakamoto and his team worked it, combining the strengths of each Ranger team and their weapons, making them unique and mesh well with each other. The color matchups you'd expect. Hearing the Ranger themes play out here made it even better. Adam wearing the Overdrive Defender vest made me scream.
Now you've made me mad.
Johnny Young Boss showing his amazing prowess as a voice actor.
More phenomenal! That's not even a word and I agree with you!
This is the kind of thing that makes me love Power Rangers so much. Like, they didn't have to do this. Sentinel Knight comes to life and wipes out Thrax like it was nothing, and the Rangers win.
Power Rangers forever!
This crossover was amazing. Now, if you're not watching this from the eventual Overdrive retrospective compilation or haven't seen my past videos on Overdrive, which you should, just know that I've mentioned this time and time again, that Overdrive tends to meander a lot. There's been many times where an episode feels like it's just happening and nothing of plot relevance comes through until the final 5 minutes. Like I mentioned earlier about the whole Thor thing, I took almost nothing from that episode because of how much I felt like it wasted my time. However, what Overdrive excels in, strangely, to me at least, is keeping the plot flowing when it's connecting to past Ranger series in some way. The Defender vest in Overdrive was specifically created using a scale from Fireheart, the dragon from Mystic Force, and I think that's such a cool, random thing to connect with, right? Here, the son of Lord Zed and Rita was sealed away by the Sentinel Knight and returns to find the Knight's sword to destroy him. The Overdrive Rangers are put through tough times and have to find their worth. When they continue fighting even without their powers, a goddess rewards them by lending the sword that Thrax was in search for, denying him in the process. And that not only revives Sentinel Knight's physical form, but the sword being back in this anniversary crossover episode also creates a bridgeway to the eventual battleizer. What? So much is flowing at just the right pace, and I wish this was how the show operated ordinarily. The only thing I kind of wish we got a bit more of with this crossover was the Legend Rangers interacting with Overdrive. The writing was there, and we saw early on them pushing the connection between Bridge and Dax both being these goofy characters, but then they never spoke together again.
This guy got promoted and I got promoted, and that's why I'm the Red Ranger. Or rather, will be.
Makes sense to me.
And at the end, they kind of tried to make it seem like Overdrive was gonna miss them, but from what we saw, the only time they really expressed excitement with the Legend Rangers was when they were fighting and had their powers back. This two-parter has so much heart, but I feel in terms of writing the characters intertwining, they missed some important steps needed to establish a meaningful connection with everyone involved. Regardless, this is something that they did not have to do, as I mentioned earlier, and it was meant to celebrate the, at the time, 15th anniversary of the franchise, which, at the time of recording this, was almost 17 years ago. Oh my gosh, dude. Once a Ranger is a mantra that will live on forever, and the team-up that led it is a masterful piece of media preserved for all time. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
But once a Ranger,
always a Ranger! Go Power Rangers!
Austin, Autistic Disney, Chaco, Emilia, Gwen, Ian, Jake, Luke, Manny, Matt, Prima Donna, Thomas,